Hey everybody, this is Erica, the technology nerd who likes to film stuff, and on Monday evening I will be boarding a plane to San Francisco because on Tuesday is the launch event of the LG G3. Now I'm actually excited to go to this event because in the past LG kind of shunned me. I wouldn't really say that they shunned me, but they totally ignored every single email I've ever sent to them asking if I could pretty please go to one of their events or if I could receive a device. They just didn't pay any attention to me whatsoever. So finally, I feel like they care or something. So I get to go to the LG G3 launch event and I would love to show you the device. That's one thing I'm going to be doing when I get there, as I want to spend I don't even know how many hours. It's just what I do when I go to these launch events. I'm usually that girl that's the last one sitting there as all the other press people filter out. I'm still filming and I'm pretty much becoming best friends with the guys who are displaying the phones. So I will have an in-depth hands-on with the LG G3. I know that a lot of people are excited about this device like I am because some people weren't so convinced with the likes of the HTC One M8 because the camera isn't so good. Or maybe you guys don't like the Galaxy S5, or maybe you can't even get your hands on the Z2 for whatever reason. So finally, LG, even though they're a little bit late to the party, they are providing a device that's on par with the other flagships that are coming out. It's actually a little bit more special as well. Now what I don't expect is to see a device that has the Snapdragon 805 SoC. I just don't see that happening. I think we're going to see that later this year, but it looks like we're just going to have the Snapdragon 801 SoC, maybe the AB variant. So this really is LG's answer to all the other flagship devices that have been released. Except it's going to have a really nice big display, probably 5.5 inches, at least that's what I am seeing leaked everywhere. Also, it's going to be a quad HD display, so it's going to have a pixel density of over 500 pixels per inch. I have not seen that yet in mainstream devices. I'm supposed to be getting the Oppo Find 7 and it's supposed to have a quad HD display on that. Otherwise, the only device that I have seen Quad HD on is the Tab Pro 8.4, and I can tell you for this size of a device, it's really excellent. It really helps for web browsing, but with a device that's much smaller, with the screen size that's only going to be 5.5 inches and you're holding it, yay far from your face, are people really going to be able to tell the difference between 1080p and Quad HD? And if people can't really tell the difference, is that just going to drain battery life? Is that going to slow down the system a bit? I don't know. That's some of the things that I am worried about. At least so far, playing with my Tab Pro 8.4, I've played games, I've used this a lot, and I can tell you that I don't see really any slowdowns. I don't see it affecting gameplay. I do see it's affecting benchmarks, but in all practicality in gameplay, that's just not something that I have seen it being a problem just yet. So I'm hopeful about the LG G3. I'm seeing that it's going to have a 3000 milliamp hour battery. That makes me curious though, because with the display that is that pixel dense, why are they not bumping it up just a little bit more? Although the G2 had fantastic battery life. I was so impressed with that device, and that was the only device I could get over 6 hours of screen time with my incredibly heavy usage. So maybe they'll be able to just pull it off. On the G2 for the United States version, the battery was not removable, but the Korean version had a bit of a smaller battery. I think it was 2600 milliamp hours. They give you 2 batteries in the box, and the back cover you could remove. So maybe because the battery is a little bit bigger, it might be just like the G2. I'm not quite sure. Again, that is probably the very first thing that I will answer for you all. So, are any of you excited for this device? I know that I am. Another thing that I'm excited about is, yes, I have jumped on that bandwagon of liking metal devices. I do like the aluminum, even though it does get a little bit hotter than plastic. It also dings a lot easier than plastic, but it's just pretty. It's pretty to look at. Maybe I'm just vain that way, but it's just how I like my devices. So it looks like we're gonna have a body that's aluminum and also curved, kind of like what we have with the M8, except for it's going to have a better camera. And if you don't like the M8 because it doesn't have that good of a camera, and yes, it really is that bad, then you might like the G2. I'm really hoping to see optical image stabilization. This is just something that's a must. I don't know why other manufacturers just don't get this right. So in the comment section below, ask some questions about what you want to see with the G3, and also if you have any other questions about anything, technology related, maybe if you're curious about me, anything, please ask it down in the section below, and then in my next question and answer video I will try to answer as much as I possibly can. I'm not used to this format yet, but I think it's going well so far. And with your support and everything, it just really helps me. I can't answer one question right now though, and that's probably going to be what you will all ask anyways. When you go to these launch events, do they pay for you to go and do they reimburse you or anything like that? No, they don't. I kind of joked around and said that I use these types of things when I buy devices for taxes at the end of the year. I'll use it as a deduction. Same thing goes with this. I end up using it as travel expenses. So no, I have to buy my ticket. I have to buy my hotel room and all that stuff. But it's all worth it. And with your guys' support watching my videos, it really does make all of this possible. So please let me know if you're excited about the G3. Please leave your questions below and I will get back to you on Tuesday.